let's talk about how to build self-confidence. Because you see, self-confidence doesn't just happen. It is something that you can build. And no matter what you're building in life, remember, it takes time, energy, and effort. So in this video, I am going to give you 4 tips on how it is that you can build your self-confidence. Tip number 1, practice, practice, practice. And when you're done practicing, practice some more. When I was younger, I used to think that when you got older, then thank goodness I wouldn't have to practice anymore. As a professional, I spend more time practicing than I did as an amateur. So what does that tell you? Practice. While it doesn't make perfection, because I don't believe in perfection, practice allows you to silence the negativity because you become more confident in the skill set or whatever it is that you're practicing. Now, I've heard a lot of people tell me that they don't have any extra time to practice. Come on. Really? If it's something that you really want, then you're going to find the time to work on it, right? I like to challenge people to find an extra 5 minutes in their day. And they look at me kind of weird when I say, just find an extra 5 minutes, because they're like, what is 5 minutes going to do for me? 5 minutes a day for 1 entire year. How much time would I actually spend practicing something? 1,825 minutes. But you commit to that whole year of 5 minutes a day. You're guaranteeing yourself that you will spend 1,825 minutes improving upon yourself and therefore building your confidence. So just 5 minutes really can make a huge impact. I am a fantastic keynote speaker. Yeah, that sounds really cocky, doesn't it? But it's not. You know how I know this? Because I spend hours practicing before every time I pick up a microphone and take the stage. You can have that same kind of cockiness, which is actually empowerment and confidence, because you've done the preparation and the practice. Tip number 2, what you put in is what you get out. What you are feeding your mind is going to have a direct reflection on how it is that you have an attitude that approaches the day. And if you want to be a confident person, yeah, sure, we're practicing, we got that down, but you also want to be mindful of what you're watching on TV, what you're looking at on your phone, what you're reading, and who are the people that you're interacting with. Take a step back, be a detective for a minute, and look at your social feeds. What are the things that are popping up in your social feed? Not for you to engage and consume, but in the mind of a detective. Is it positive? Is it uplifting? If not, maybe it's time for you to start changing some of the things that you read and engage with. Remember, change is not easy, but you're here to learn about how to build a fierce self-confidence, and you're going to have to look at what are the small little tweaks and changes I need to make, and a lot of it people overlook, and it's what you put in is what you get out. That is tip number 2. Tip number 3, you are who your friends are. What does that mean? Well, take a step back. Look at your friends and their personalities and what are they engaging in? What are they up to? Because that is a description of who you are. A couple of my favorite scriptures is bad company corrupts good character. You cannot be going positive places while hanging out with negative people. You know, there were a couple of professors. One is from Yale University and one is from the University of California. And they talk about if you put positive people in your life, it will statistically have a positive impact on the results of where you're going in life. For example, if you have one positive person in your life, you increase your chances of being a positive person, and positive people tend to be confident. You increase your probability by 9%. If you put two positive people in your life, you increase your probability by 18%. Three people is 27%. The people you surround yourself with matters, especially when it comes to developing a confident attitude so that you go out in the world and know that you can pursue your passions with confidence. Tip number 4, tame the voices in your mind. All of us have a voice in our head, and what we say to ourselves has a direct impact on how we walk out into the world with confidence or no confidence. We ladies spend a lot of time in the world of comparison and looking at ourselves in the mirror. Are you seeing positive things, or are you picking apart the negative attributes within yourself? Now, the things that you say to you, truth be told, if you let someone else say that to you, you smack them around, and you, I doubt, would be friends with them because you're not going to let someone talk to you that way. So the question is, why are you talking that way to yourself? Tame the voices. When you hear the negativity, stop and redirect your mind on something else. If I'm in the outdoors and the negative voices start, or the self-doubt starts, I like to stop and say, ooh, what do I hear? I hear a bird. Where is that bird? Ooh, what do I see? I see grass. What kind of grass? Change up the thought process so that you can move your brain to a different place and it doesn't sit in the negativity. Over time, as you practice taming the voices, you will start to train yourself to have a positive self-talk. And what you say to yourself, I promise you, you hear. Thank you for joining me on this video, and I look forward to sharing some more life skill tips in my next video. See you soon.